do these types of lawsuits happen a lot in associations?
They happen, but they don't happen with any great frequency, and certainly not at this level. About 65 million people live in their community associations across the United States in about 360,000 communities. So yeah, there are a handful of examples that you can probably find like this, but if you think about it in comparison to those 65 million people, we're really not talking a big problem.
And they said this is the largest lawsuit in the country.
I saw that they
HOAs.
said that. I've never seen any statistics on that, so I have no idea.
Yeah, good point. In the article, it mentions the gentleman who has filed the lawsuit with this association. He called his HOA board a dictatorship. The police's residence for any infraction of its 50-plus page CC&Rs, covenants, codes, and restrictions.
Fascinating. Well, first you have to start with the fact that the CC&Rs are created by the developer, not by the community association board in almost every single case. And in fact, the board has both a fiduciary and a legal responsibility to enforce those CC&Rs transparently, effectively, and consistently. And so much so that courts around the United States have found that if the board fails to enforce those CC&Rs on a consistent basis, they lose the right to enforce them at all.
Yeah, they're unenforceable, right?
That's exactly right. I mean, a perfect example of that, Dawn, they talked about in the article about the FCC rules related to satellite dishes. And apparently the gentleman had put in a satellite dish, but not in the location that was specified in the CC&Rs of the community.
That was a huge topic, right, in the late 1990s when the Telecommunications Act was passed by Congress. So the FCC, the article says that the FCC does not have oversight, or the HOAs may not restrict anything related to satellite dishes, but that's just not true. So there is a rule out there called the OTARD rule, over-the-air reception devices. Clearly it provides for residents to be able to have a satellite dish.
Right.
But it also provides for associations to be able to have reasonable rules related to the installation, maintenance, and use of that satellite dish. So it can't impair any of those, but there can be reasonable rules regarding the location of the satellite dish.
So, for example, if the rule in this community said it had to be in the middle of his backyard as opposed to on the side yard where it could be seen from the street, that's a reasonable rule.
As long as it doesn't impair the use, installation, or maintenance. Okay. Yes, that can be.
So as long as the dish
reasonable.
works and he's able to receive a signal and use it as if it were on the side of the house.
Right, absolutely.
Okay.